Hello class and welcome to a new topic. Today we're just going to go over some vocabulary of solid geometry. Now when I use the word solids in geometry, I'm talking about three-dimensional figures that are made up by flat or curved surfaces. So don't get this confused with a scientific definition of solid, which is a state of matter. But no, in this case we're talking about three-dimensional figures. And they are made up by flat or curved surfaces. Now, when you're talking about solids, a face is just a flat surface. And if you're forming some sort of a solid, sometimes you're going to have things called edges. The literal definition of an edge is a segment at the intersection of two faces. And a vertex then is a point at the intersection of three or more faces. So here's a special type of solid, and it's maybe a quintessential one, a cube. It's a prism with 6 square faces. And what I did here was I did my best to draw a cube for us. And as you can see, I'm using kind of dotted lines to represent parts of the cube that we can't see as well. For instance, this is the front of the cube. This square here, it's the front facing face. How about this side here? It's a square. That's also a face. And then the top here, that's a face. But we also have faces on the bottom, on the left, and behind. Now how about edges? I have edge here, edge here, edge here, edge here, edge here. There's lots of edges to this cube. And one of the things I want you to do is count them yourself. Now how about vertices, the plural of vertex? So what I did was I kind of drew out some of these dots a little bit bigger. Those are vertices of the cube. So something you can do for your assignment is you can take the video and you can pause it here and get down these definitions. But once you have the definitions down, the thing that I want you to do is count up all of the special parts of the cube. I want you to count up the faces it has. I want you to count up its edges. And I want you to count up its vertices. Just so that we're clear, this is what we have. We have faces, and like one of the faces is this up here, that's square. We have edges, and examples of edges are like this line here, and we have, I'll point to it, and we have vertices. So an example of a vertex is this thing here, okay? So I want you to count up the number of faces and edges and vertices of a cube, along with getting these definitions. Okay, that's all for now. Until next time.